Hey, Cancer. Intuitive Soul Coach here with your October 2024 career reading. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and welcome if you're new. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, Cancer. Some of you have strong Gemini placements in your chart, or you are on that Gemini cusp, or Gemini season could be significant for you. So your first card out here, you do have the denial card or the no card, and it says perhaps you're insisting that reality be something other than what it is. And I also feel like there's been a bit of a crossroads. You may have felt a little bit disconnected. That's what this denial card is, an illusion. Maybe you've been disconnected from reality here because of a situation of the past, or perhaps you haven't felt as inspired as you would like. If you've been putting up any sort of false front to make money, or maybe someone around you has been wearing a mask of some sort, I feel like that is being removed. And what a powerful time as we enter into eclipse season. There's going to be a lot of truths coming up within ourselves, within others, and you may find that the path that you've been on is no longer the path that you are going to stay on here. It's better to live in truth than a lie. And I see here with the King of Swords in reverse, some of you were definitely dealing with this energy of thinking it was going to get better, or having an expectation, or just living in some sort of an illusion. And I feel like it was hindering your growth. It was hindering your success in some way, Cancer. And things are really about to take a big turn for you. Hanged man energy. I was getting Wheel of Fortune, but the Hanged Man is about unlocking, seeing something from a brand new perspective. What's the outcome here, please, for Cancer? What's the outcome? Oh, I love it. Okay, good. Now we're shifting gears here. You start off with the denial. This could have been a past energy. It could have been rejection, or, fears as well. False evidence appearing real can keep us in a state of denial, but something was clearly rejected to you, or perhaps you didn't have the information. It may have been hidden from view, but there's something coming up. There's something that is unlocking for you. And I say Gemini energy because in Gemini's reading, I believe both of these cards came up as well. And it does say what was locked can now be opened. You have opened the floodgates of abundance without limitation. If there have been blocks, I feel like those blocks are being removed because you yourself are shifting gears, shifting perspectives. You have the Hanged Man here, which is letting go. It is about surrender. I see that you're on the brink, if not already occurring, an awakening. This is, an awakening because some of you were hung up on something, or there had been a delay. Maybe there were old beliefs or even martyrdom coming up here. I feel like there's a martyr type of energy around you that needed to be released. And it is, okay, because you're unlocking something quite significant. Some of you could be teachers. Okay, you could be teachers, you may be coaches, mentors, you could be a motivational speaker. I am getting signing up potentially for some new classes, courses, workshops, or you have enrolled and you're wrapping it up here, and that could unlock some new opportunities for you. I also see for some of you, you may have went to school or have trained in a certain area that you thought was going to make you happy, but you realize that you've been on this path, or you may change your mind is what I'm getting. You may change your mind because there's been a new level unlocked here for you. And it doesn't mean that this was a waste. It means that you're exactly where you're supposed to be. And the lessons, the education, the learning that you may have learned is going to be very pivotal in this new phase of your life. So trust that you're exactly where you are meant to be. You've learned much about money. This is a time to put it into practice. Okay. Some of you are also going to excel in opening your own academy. Wow. Okay. This could be like a healing or health academy, or, maybe you're teaching about intuition, astrology. I feel like it could be something spiritual as well. Now, bottom of the deck, we have settling, we have money manager, and we have peace, and then we have the shift. So there's the shift that we see, the unlocking happening. We'll get a timing card for you as well, but the 9th month could be significant, and these readings actually come out in September. So this month in itself could have been the unlocking. It could be the shift that is required or that happens. It says taking your career in a totally different direction. And we were just talking about that here. Have the courage to change course, continue to grow, change, and learn. If you've reached the end of a route where you cannot continue traveling, and wow, and look at you have, I didn't see your first card out. Your key theme is the world. Some of you are graduating. You're graduating. You are shifting into something brand new. The sky's the limit. The world is your oyster. This could be an end of a major journey and the beginning of something new. Now, you also have money manager. This card could indicate that your career or finances could take a giant leap forward. You could have a career, or it's something you are looking into more is how to finance your money management, banking, accounting, or anything in the financial sector. This could be you, or you're working with one of those professionals in order to manifest a dream. You can expect a happy outcome when it comes to your finances. Why? Because some of you are not settling. Somewhere deep in the subconscious, your soul is telling you, or was telling you, that this isn't the right path. There's a turn, there's a pivot. It's time to grow. It's time to learn. And maybe that's why you decided to take, a class, or to get certified, or for you to, do something different. This could all be mentally. It could all be a perspective. Maybe there's not been any changes physically, right? But mentally, your whole world could change with just one thought, with just one new belief. And I feel like you've allowed yourself a bit of time and space to evolve and find what that path looks like for you as it unfolds. And if you've been in any state of avoidance, that is being addressed. Maybe the action was too hard. Maybe there was some sort of excuse, or you told yourself that you can't, which really means I won't. And I feel like you've decided to not settle. Some of you like sick and tired of being sick and tired in a way, or you've decided to make better choices, or go back to school, learn something, pivot here, because you don't want to settle for less. And you know your worth. And I feel like a lot of you, this is the mentality of you like 5 years ago, or 10 years ago, or maybe even, 10 months ago. I feel like this settling is something of the past. And that's why we've come to this very pivotal piece where you're now doing something that feels a lot more, maybe diplomatic. This could be negotiating. Some of you, there are some new contracts coming in. You have the peacemaker card. And I feel like a lot of you, you may want more peace in your life. You could be called to be a peacemaker in some way, shape, or form to help the planet, to approach situations where maybe they are difficult. Maybe it has to do with politics, unions, peacemaking careers, negotiations. I feel like you are actually heading towards liberation, or helping liberate other people. Okay, you could be a helper, a guide, a mentor that brings peace to the lives of your clients or people that you connect with. Yeah, there's a win-win showing up here. Approach the situation with a win-win attitude. So beautiful. A lot of you are hitting a finish line. You've wrapped something up with the world. And I feel like this could even be a dream that you've wanted for quite some time, or you're about to embark upon a new journey that will get you a step closer to your dreams. Okay, the world is a triumphant completion, and it is victory, it's enlightenment, it's freedom, it's travel. basically victory, and the world is your oyster. So for those of you who've had a little bit of delayed gratification with that Hanged Man, or there has been some sort of, hang up or delay, it is being addressed. And I feel like this year, potentially this month, but I definitely see by the end of 2024, you're moving into 2025 with a whole new perspective, a brand new opportunity. This could be a new path that you're on, a new job. You could live in a new location. I just feel like this is quite significant with the world here. Now, the challenge, which is really the opportunity for growth, is the Six of Cups. So Six of Cups in reverse can be unhealthy past attachments, such as being lost in the past, or it could be this denial and settling energy where you may be in a state of avoidance because you're fearful of taking that next step in some way, shape, or form because of the past. Because sometimes we want to circle back around and head towards our comfort zone. We tend to navigate towards what feels familiar, but what feels familiar isn't always where we're supposed to be, right? And so I feel like the challenge is to step out of the comfort zone. And if there is an unhealthy attachment, a belief, or something even in childhood that may cause you to hold back, that may cause you to be in denial in some way, shape, or form, remember that this portal has been unlocked. You're working with the universe here. You have help. And you've opened the floodgates of abundance without restriction. So if there are blocks that are showing up here, okay, I feel like it's important for you to, remember that you have the key to unlock something here. You see the key in the lock. I also see for some of you, it may feel difficult at times, taking that leap of faith, because what comes after, the world is we start that fool's journey all over again. We take a leap of faith in a new direction. And I just feel for some of you, you may be contemplating maybe going back to the old, going back to something that you've done in the past because it may feel familiar, right? And I feel like you're not meant to go back and do something you've already done. But we'll look at that a little bit more. Some of you may be thinking about going, maybe you had left the corporate world to go build your own and you're contemplating going back into the corporate world. If that's what it is here, I mean, that certainly could be part of it, but maybe you left the corporate world as a teacher, but now you're going to go back. Maybe it was a, 5th grade teacher, and now you're going back, but you're educating and learning a new craft, right? Maybe you're teaching science instead of English, or perhaps you're teaching as a motivational health speaker instead of, something traditional. So I feel like you're still using that talent that you've learned in the past. Like we said, it wasn't a waste, but take a new approach or put a spin on how that looks for you. It may surprise you. You may find that you really love this new area that you go into. I also am getting something with psychology, the mind, the psyche. That could be something that really interests you. Now, bottom here, the foundation, we have 6 of coins. When the 6 of coins comes up, this is in your foundation, and it says that the universe is taking care of you, Cancer. This is generosity and giving. So if you happen to look back at pivotal peaks in your career or in money, you've always been taken care of, right? I feel like there's an energy here of, maybe you weren't able to make a payment, and then out of the blue, that money for that payment shows up. Or perhaps when you least expect it, there's been a turnaround. And Spirit is reminding you here that even though there's been challenges or trial and error in the past, the universe always comes through to help you. Okay, there's something around help here, knowing you're supported with the 6 of Pentacles. This could be an unexpected income, helping others in some way, or you being helped. I also see some of you, because you've been a helper or a teacher or a healer for others, This is your time to receive the abundance that you so generously have given out to others. And that's where reciprocity comes in. Okay, so because you've been, that healing hand for many, receive the blessings that are coming your way. And we see the moon there as well. And the full moon energy, which is actually right upon us, the full moon, but in October, it could be from this full moon to October's full moon, could be quite significant. You may get a gift around the full moon. Now we have in the recent past, we do feel a little bit disconnected, or for some of you, there was an opportunity that you may have thought was going to go to you, but it didn't. Okay, I feel like that had caused you to really reevaluate and reflect. And I'm also getting self-doubt, and I don't want you to do that. Try to limit that self-doubt because you are enough. And even though this is a new journey, I see here that you're going to learn as you go along. And some of you, the reason why there may have been a no, maybe that was part of this denial energy, is because someone more qualified may have got the position, or perhaps the opportunity, Spirit may have had your best interest at heart. Maybe the opportunity was falsified in some way. Maybe there was some sort of illusion around it, and I just feel like it wasn't in your highest good. That's why it was rejected to you. But I see here that there's going to be something new. There's going to be something new, and it's important to stay in the right mind space with this King of Swords. You may have even been dealing with a legal situation or legal matters with this King of Swords. Okay, this is communication. It is about getting answers from the head and finding balance within yourself. You may have been dealing with, or you may currently be dealing with someone who's a little bit hot-headed, a little bit angry, or they can let their emotions at times get the best of them. They may kind of fly off the handle, or they may snap, or they may be a little bit hot-headed at times. And I feel like that may be why you're looking for new opportunities here. Now, if this is you, Cancer, I feel like it's important to choose ethics over emotion, but also don't shut down the heart. Don't shut down the heart. Some of you are in a transition period where you may feel like you've lost hope, or you may not be quite sure, but I do see here that there's going to be a wish fulfilled after a time of empty promises, or feeling like you needed to reflect because you were dissatisfied. I am getting dissatisfaction here with how things may have went down, or how things were taken care of with this King of Swords in reverse. But I do see here that it was like two out of the three wishes. And it feels like this third wish that you've been wanting to manifest. Excuse me. It's like the first one was a dud, or the second one, there wasn't a follow-up or a follow-through. And I'm just getting like third time's a charm. Third time's a charm, whatever that may mean for you. Maybe it's the third interview. It could be the third rejection, or it could be, the third within like 3 months. I'm getting 9 energy here as well. Spirit, can we get a timing card? I want to take a look at this wish. Spirit, what do we have for timing with this wish? Now, if you are in a situation where you have a boss, I think we said this earlier, or you're dealing with a King of Swords in reverse who's telling you that they're going to give you that promotion, or things are going to get more peaceful, or whatever it is, because we have the Peacemaker and the King. Some of you are lawyers, or you work in the legal, situation here or matters. I just feel like that person isn't being honest, and it may cause you to look for something else. And I see March could be significant here for you, March of 2024, or this could be March of 2025. Now, that could be when this wish comes to full fruition here, where you finally feel like, yes, I'm able to breathe a little bit. I'm able to work remotely, or I'm able to, put down money on a home. Whatever a dream is. Remember, this isn't the opportunity. This isn't the time the opportunity comes in per se. I feel like that's already in the works, but something that finally is here in a very profound way is showing up maybe in March, okay? I do see March energy being significant. And this could also be 9 months as well, or like I said, the 9th month. Now, how are you feeling? You're ready to acquire some expertise, okay? You're ready to master your craft, put in energy, put in effort towards, gaining skills and knowledge and education. A lot of you are really good at what you do, okay? But I also see you being a little bit experimental, which is always a good thing, right? Cancer, I feel like you're focusing on honing in on different areas of your craft, and you're driving yourself to make some changes here that are going to be beneficial long term for you. 8 of coins. This could be something you've been at for quite some time, 8 years potentially or longer. For others of you, I feel like you're moving towards perhaps a role that does require a little bit more expertise. You could be learning something with the World card, and I feel like this is growth, this is expansion, and you may be really feeling good about this by March. Okay, you may be feeling really good about these choices, these decisions, the choices you've made, because you've been stuck. There's been a little bit of a delay. And the Hanged Man energy says, it feels like there's been some empty rewards here, but actually Spirit didn't forget about you, right? The universe is your biggest manifesting partner. And I feel like you've been putting in the time here, but I also feel like there's been a pause, or there needed to be a little bit of a rest here, because you did feel a little bit disconnected. Some of you may have taken a sabbatical, maybe some time off. I'm getting maternity leave or workman's comp, or there's been some sort of leave that may have been necessary. Maybe it was for a day, maybe it was for a week or a month, but I feel like it's given you adequate time to really have those breakthrough moments, because that's what we see here. Now, there still could be a little bit of timing at play, because we see March energy showing up. And I feel like there are opportunities, but you may either pass them by. I'm going to get another timing card, because I feel like there could be opportunities coming in sooner for you, but this is when everything makes sense and everything feels like, wow, finally, this is what I've been waiting for. But let's take a look, because there could be something coming in sooner for you that lets you know that you're on that right path, right? That's opens up, when you least expect it. And right now, perhaps there are some expectations. Spirit, can we get a month? Can we get a month here? I'm getting that moon energy for you as well. Okay, maybe it's as soon as morning. This could be perspective. It could be how you view your day, right? Waking up and starting again. A new day has dawned. And I'm also getting, with this morning energy, it almost feels like you're being more present. You're connecting yourself to more peace. You could be waking up, and instead of, waking up to the alarm clock and doing the same routine, I feel like you're switching things up a little bit. Maybe waking up a bit earlier to have your tea or your coffee and read, maybe pull some tarot cards or listen to something motivating. I just feel like your morning routine is very, very significant for you. And you're also manifesting during some sort of morning routine. It could be, if you shower, you could be having some downloads or epiphanies, but I feel like something is going to shift here when you least expect it. So don't let this March energy throw you off, because I feel like this is the big prize, or this is really going to be a full-on wish that you've wanted for quite some time. But I feel like this is so much more than just the career piece of it or the money piece of it. I feel like this is spiritual and, emotional fulfillment as well. So let's take a look at your hopes and fears. The Hierophant, more teaching energy. The Hierophant is unconventional thinking versus maybe traditional. Some of you may be looking at your belief system, your values, where you contribute to, maybe society. You may be looking for a new mentor or teacher, or perhaps you are the mentor or teacher and you're teaching things in an unconventional way. Now, this is your hopes and fears. So I feel like it is important to really look at what beliefs need to be strengthened and what ones may limit you. And I'm also getting nature is my church. Nature, just like me, nature is my church. So getting out in nature, spending time in the great outdoors, or spending time in meditation can really help you reconnect yourself to you, because there's been a tad bit of a disconnect here in the recent past. But I feel like either that morning routine or, some new classes, some new teachings are going to help you find that part of yourself that, you kind of disconnected from somewhere along the line. I also see some of you taking on unconventional ways to maybe bring in income. This could be multiple streams of income for some of you, because it is in reverse. So I feel like you're going the non-traditional way. Even if you're in a traditional position, the way that you're viewing it is non-traditional, right? It could be very highly spiritual. It could be that you are seeing things from an energetic perspective versus just the physical. And I feel like you also have attained this level of spiritual awareness that a lot of people don't have, right? They don't have. And I feel like you have mastered, or you are working on mastering that with the 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, some of you are teachers, or you are educators. You're here to guide. You're here to help others in some way. You could be even the one taking a class, and you will eventually teach others, because your outcome here is the King of Cups. This is your energy here. Now, I am getting here, Cancer. King of Cups is peaceful diplomacy, but it's also someone who's very loving, very supportive. When it comes to career, you're emotionally intelligent and people respect you because you have these boundaries that, well, they need to be respected, because you are someone who has mastered maybe the art of boundaries, or that is something you're learning more about. But I feel like you are focusing on a career path that you love. It comes down to emotional satisfaction and fulfillment. And I see that the money is there as well, or it will be, with this 8 of Pentacles. So yes, you can do what you love and you can make money doing it. So when the King of Cups shows up as your final outcome, some of you may be, a therapist, a doctor. You could be, like it says here, health. You may be in the medical field, massage, healing work, healing art. It's time to replenish your energy and fully prepare yourself for what's next. So if there's been some situations that need resolution, they'll be resolved and healed, which is good, because the King of Swords in reverse, that's not a fun energy to play with, right? It's just not. King of Swords in reverse is very, can be manipulative. It can be a little bit narcissistic, toxic, head games, mind games. So, that could be your own limiting beliefs playing tricks on you, keeping you in that state of denial. That could be someone else. But I feel like you're focused on your mental, physical, and spiritual and emotional health. Okay, so this is good energy coming in here for you. I love the outcome. Let's get a message from the wisdom of the Oracle to the sea. It's all about water for you, Cancer. And we have card 7, to the sea. Some of you may be a 7 life path, or maybe you're in a 7 personal year. This is all about being in the flow, returning to source, recognizing how pieces fit together. This is about the natural pattern of events. And everything seems to work, Cancer, when you stop scrambling and allow the sea of opportunities to wash over you and wake you up, right? Wake up call. There's that Hanged Man. And wake you up to the most prosperous potential. To get into that flow, you need to address your beliefs. There's the Hierophant, right? Your beliefs about money and abundance. The true meaning of your personal currency lies in your skills, your talents and abilities, and most importantly, your core beliefs. Everything flows from your inner world and is reflected in the outer one. When grateful to serve, you align your prosperity consciousness with a higher consciousness. When that happens, you can expect miracles. Enjoy everything, right? Because everything you need will come to you easily. And I feel like you are in or heading towards that state of more peace with the peacemaker here showing up. And I am going to read to you the Six of Cups because some of you, this King of Swords is yourself, and it's a belief that limits you. It's a belief that limits your abundance, and it may hold you back because this could be a long time belief, maybe part of your past life even. You may want to look into your South Node because your South Node could give you a little bit of insight into maybe karmic patterns or where you've been. And North Node is where you're going. And I feel here that there could be external conditions at times. Like it says, external conditions may appear to block every attempt to move forward. There's no hidden message for you to decipher. Like the ocean, the tides of experience ebb and flow. You are in a natural cycle. So know that things will flow again in due course. There's no cause for alarm. Stop resisting and fighting against the situation and learn to flow, even when the tide is going out. Relax and trust in the abundance that will soon be within your reach again. An ancient mariner saying applies to you now. When fishermen cannot go to sea, they stay home and repair their nets. And I do feel here for you. You are looking at your beliefs. You're looking at opportunities and why there has been a delayed maybe gratification. But remember, the world is your overall energy. Now, the world is also Capricorn, and we have Capricorn season. This is the end of the year. So I feel like this completion takes place by the end of the year for you. And I just see a big favorable win. Spirit, can we get a sneak peek at this March energy? I want to take a look at March here because I feel like this is really quite beautiful. It is 10 of Pentacles in the upright position. 10 of Pentacles is retirement, it's long-term growth, it's stability, it's financial success. It could be inheritance. I mean, 10 of Pentacles is most people's dreams. It is also about being able to balance out the material wealth, and emotional well-being. And that's why you have the peacemaker. That's why you have the scales. So by March, you're definitely embarking upon this 10 of Pentacles energy and committing yourself to this path full time. So this is beautiful. All right, let's get a few messages from your spirit animals. And at this time, Cancer, I just ask if you can, please close your eyes if you're able to safely do so. Take a nice deep inhale from your solar plexus chakra, bottom of the belly area. Nice big deep breath in. Hold it for as long as you can and release through the mouth with a nice big sigh. And with your eyes still closed, tune into that third eye chakra, the area between your eyebrows and your forehead region. And I want you to imagine the first animal or animals that show up in your mind's eye. Now, this could be an animal that flies high in the sky. It could be an animal that swims deep in the sea. Perhaps your animals are wild, magical, mystical, or even domesticated. This could be a pet that's crossed over the rainbow bridge, one that's visited your path recently in the great outdoors, or maybe even a pet that you currently have at your home or by your side. There is no right or wrong answer. And if you need a moment, just pause the video and come back when you're ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway, all you need to do is drop your power animals in the comment section below the video, and I personally will enter you into that giveaway. So please be sure to hit that subscribe and bell button if you haven't already. All right, Cancer, what do we have here? You have Electric Eel. Electric Eel says, bring your ideas to life. Okay, this one was already flipped in your in the deck for you, and it's card 24. The 24th of the month could be significant. Some of you may be born on the 14th or the 2nd, or you may be 44 years old, but it's time to bring your ideas to life. You may have been stuck in a state of pause or a state of delay with that Hanged Man, but it's time to surrender, a time to really let go of some old limiting beliefs in order for you to manifest this 10 of Pentacles. This is what you want. That's what I see manifesting potentially sooner rather than later, but I see March being a pivotal month. So bring your ideas to life. You may just be surprised at how well something takes off. You have Chameleon Spirit. Act as if, right? This is a big energy that, Abraham and Esther Hicks teach is, act as if. Law of attraction, law of manifestation here. Act as if. Be adaptable. If you want to drive, that car, if you want to drive the car, go test drive those cars and talk to a mortgage officer or loan officer, talk to someone, save up the money for it, take action, because it's so much more than just wishful thinking. It is about taking the action. When you take one step toward the gods, they take 10 steps towards you. So act as if, and I feel like you are going to really step into this powerful energy here. And that brings us to the Panther. The Panther says, reclaim your power. There's a sense of independence, and I absolutely love cats of any kind. And the Black Panther is one of those energies that are just incredible. I feel like they're just incredible, very powerful and very knowledgeable. It reminds me of, I think it's the Jungle Book, the Panther in the Jungle Book. I forget his name, but he's full of such wisdom and insight. And I feel like you are, Cancer, you are full of wisdom and insight. Don't let that go to waste. I feel like you have ideas that could really change the outcome of an ending here, or change destiny in some way, shape, or form. And then we have the Antelope. Things are speeding up here. Life is speeding up. It's card 2. 2s are about choices, partnerships. So I do feel like there could be a new partnership, on the way. I did see that at the bottom of the deck here. So get ready, because you could be manifesting a strong, successful partnership, or you may be bringing someone new in that has the experience that you lack, and you have the experience that they lack, and together there's no stopping you. So I feel like there's forces beyond working out here for you, Cancer, and this does look really beautiful. Things are going to pick up pace. If you felt like you've been stuck in a little bit of a loop-de-loop or a little bit of a cycle with that Hanged Man. Next, last but not least, from your guides, we have self-love. Fully lean into you. You were made perfectly by the Creator. You are whole in your light and in the parts of you that feel uncomfortable. What do you love about yourself? What makes you you? Place a hand on your heart and feel your heartbeat. Breathe deep into your heart. Ignite the flame of love for yourself. You are your life's purpose. And the mantra for you, Cancer, is I am loved, I am whole, I am worthy, I matter, I deserve to be here. And that is your truth. And last but not least, we have Soul Cup. We cannot serve to others if we are not first serving ourselves, right? I mean, we can do that. Many people do. We're people pleasers, we're caretakers, but eventually that well is going to dry out, and it could leave you feeling dissatisfied. It could leave you feeling drained, exhausted. It could leave you with a dis-ease, also known as disease, right? We need to fill up our soul cup first. Do you feel your soul full or soul drained? What can you do today to fill up your soul cup? This is your mantra. Today, I honor my mind. And we start with the morning, right? They're really highlighting morning. So some of you, you might want to write down these 2 mantras and repeat them to yourself in the morning at least 3 times. Say them out loud. Today, I honor my mind, body, and spirit. I will do one thing today that brings me joy. Soul Cup. So self-love and soul cup is what your guides are reminding you. You have everything you need to embrace this shift, this journey within yourself. And a lot of you, this is a big mental shift. The way that you view the world, the way that you view your beliefs, just like that card said, the to the sea. You're taking inventory about, some of you are taking a deep dive into your belief system. Why do you believe the things that you do? Are they helpful? Are they bringing you a sense of soul full, right? Or soul drained, like this says here. And so you're taking a careful inventory of self-love and what does fill your cup. And if it doesn't, if it's draining you, I feel like you're making some new choices. But remember, you have unlocked something pivotal here, Cancer. What was locked can now be opened. And I feel like this floodgate of abundance without limitations. This means untethered by those limiting beliefs or blocks or the old job or whatever you may have felt bonded to. You now have that key to access a new paradigm, a new dimension, basically, a new timeline is what I'm getting here for you. So I hope this resonates, Cancer. If so, please hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, subscribe, and hit that bell if you haven't already. And do be sure to drop your power animals in the comment section below to be entered into that free reading giveaway. Thank you so very much for tuning in today, Cancer. Lots of love.